Now we need to tie this all together. Remember, now we have hard-coded data here. I'm using first name Mats, last name Ljunggren. But what this is actually the test default data. Because here, of course, in the form, this add user also has some default data that is different. So what's very important is that you let the cucumber test pass the data from upstream to downstream. So let me show you how you do this. So I'll go into my form fill test. And then here it says I add a user with first name, last name, email, and password. I'll hit this little magic wand, and this will allow me to actually map out the data I'm sending down. And this is, of course, it's going to be a data loop. So it's going to look like loop first name, loop last name, loop email, and loop password. And what that's based on is basically here inside of data, the column headings that you have in the data. So here you could actually use the same parameters downstream or different ones. So if you map it here, you'll do the same thing. You'll map sure you loop first name and last name, and then let's run this. So now what we're saying is, what we're doing is that we have the data being sent downstream, but we're now setting something and then also validating using the same data. So not hard-coded, so good reusability. So let's go ahead and press play and see what happens. Now you can pick to run one of the iterations at a time or an interval of iterations. But in this case, we're going to run the whole thing. So I'll just go ahead and do OK. And as you can see, it starts with the Jane Doe test with the validation for Jane Doe. And then it goes on to James Dean and does the validation. And of course here I could add further steps to clean up the data, etc. But this is how you can make very, very powerful data-driven test really fast using the data validation action and also the mapping data action here that allows you to kind of transfer data from upstream to downstream really quickly.